Yo, what's the goings on? It's AC Sports Live. It is 9 p.m. straight up on the West Coast. 1 hour with your boy tonight. A lot to unpack, a lot to cover. But what makes this show fun, it makes it quick. It makes it straight to the point. Check it out. We are broadcasting live. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Empire Sports Network in the house. Spence Crawford, predictions. I got welterweight, middleweight champion Brandon Cannon Adams and Coach Cam's predictions from my boxing gym, Cannon Nation. And yes, Kylian Mbappe is about to get $1 billion. Coach Cobb's Corner. Character still matters, fellas and parents. And is 7-on-7 more important than track? My 2 cents. Got a bunch of topics. Tender love. It's so tender. My sports flicks. I'm checking out Netflix's quarterback. It's getting better, I must say. It's AC Sports Live. And I think it is time to get
hostile. I got a right to be hostile, man. My people been persecuted.
All right, man. Today's show brought to us by All In CDL Training. All In CDL Training, the future of commercial driving. If you want to get your Class A license, become a truck driver, this is your shot. Why not add a skill set to your already illustrious career? Hit us up, www.allincdltraining.com, or call us between 10 and 2, Monday through Thursday, 909-708-4861, and we'll take care of you. And scholarships are available, so if money is an issue, it should not be an issue. The city of Long Beach is going to take care of you. We got some scholarships, so hit us up, All In CDL Training. I got Lazarian in the house. What's cracking? LZ, what up? What's good? It's always good, man. It's all good in the hood when we have an opportunity to do what we love to do. And that's talk sports. All right, so the big fight this Saturday. Bud Crawford, Errol the Truth, Spence. Tail of the tape. You see, I'm jumping right in. I got 1 hour. Errol Spence is 33 years old. Terrence Crawford is 35. I actually didn't know they were this old, so that's new to me. But if you've seen them both fight, they're very solid fighters. Very small, minute weaknesses. Bud got 39 fights, 39 wins, 30 knockouts. Very high punch, knockout to fight ratio. Errol the Truth Spence, 28 fights, 28 wins, 22 knockouts. Also very good knockout ratio. This is not, I don't believe this fight will end in a knockout. Big Rudy in the house. I agree with Rudy though. This is going to be the fight of the year. This is the fight we wanted to see with Pacquiao Mayweather. This is what we want to see. Prime. Guys fighting in their prime. Now this almost didn't happen. Rumor has it is that this isn't even Errol Spence. This is a clone. They say it's a clone, but it's not. 72-inch reach for Errol Spence. 74-inch reach for Bud Crawford. Errol Spence has unified the welterweight belts with WBC, WBA, and IBF belts, and Terrence Crawford holds the last remaining WBO belt. So as Marty Mark would say, this is the brawl for it all. Now, I've seen Terrence Crawford fight way more than I've seen Errol Spence fight. And I'm not the expert. I'm not Bob Sugar or Burt Sugar, whatever the guy's name is, Sugar. He looks old as dirt. Dr. Winston says she's going to take Errol. Why, Sherry? Sherry? Why? All right, so I'm going to take Bud. I'm taking Bud Crawford because he just has, I think he has more tools. I think he has more movement. And I think he might just be a meaner guy. Like, Errol Spence just seems so laid back. He's Jamaican. He's chill. Everything is cool. Nothing bothers him. Sherry says Errol. I got Bud. Fredo McFly. Boricua in the house. They got David Sutherland as the judge. David Sutherland? Anything's possible. This might be a draw. I'm going to put $2 that it's a draw. We got David Sutherland doing the judging. Cherie says he's lighter, quicker, not going to wear down in multiple rounds. I like that. Big Sam Gardner in the house. What up, big bro? Who you got in the fight? LZ wrote a book. He said I got Errol Spence Jr. winning this fight by unanimous decision. I think he's overall better boxer than Terrence Crawford. He's ranked. His IQ is really good. One of the best body punchers in boxing. And plus, Terrence Crawford is not used to going the distance. He's used to knocking people out early. And often to me, Errol Spence has a resume is better than Terrence Crawford's. I just think Errol Spence Jr. is a better complete boxer. Coach Dante LZ Criswell III. Aloysius. The coach has spoken. All right, so now, y'all know I've been boxing. My boxing coach is former welterweight champion Brandon the Cannon Adams and his trainer, Coach Cam. And I had to ask them what they thought, who they thought was going to win the fight. All right, so I got Brandon the Cannon. See what you're talking about. Can't hear him. All right, let me rewind this. All right, here we go.
Real good person. In my opinion, Terrence Crawford has he's shown that technically he could do a lot more. But Errol Spence, he's efficient. He's bigger. He's stronger. I want to see him fight against a guy like that at this caliber after the accident. He can overcome this. He's the man, and everybody needs to recognize him for being that guy.
What's the key to the fight? First 5 rounds.
First 5 rounds, I think for Errol, I think what Errol needs to do is he needs to make sure that he can keep applying pressure, make sure that he doesn't fall into Terrence traps. I think Terrence sets traps all day for everybody. Terrence is very, man, that dude is phenomenal. I'm not gonna even hold you, man. I like Terrence Crawford. I like them both. Errol Spence moves a little more similar towards me as far as imposing his will on people. I like that. Basic, jab, 1-2, just real strong punches. Remind me of Marvin Hagler with a wider base. Terrence Crawford, that dude is like James Toney. He's like James Toney, except he has an in and out game out this world. I'm a huge fan of James Toney. Huge fan of both of those fighters. I really want to see who's going to win, because whomever win can legitimately say that they the man. And if you can do it at 47, I believe them dudes can do it at 54 and even or 60 and hold their own. So I just look forward to seeing them do their thing, both of them.
So you got Spence in a decision?
No, I got Terrence in decision. I think if the fight doesn't go decision, I think that's because Errol did it. And that's the truth.
Oh.
That's the truth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you heard it straight from the cannon. AC Sports Live. Peace out. All right, so that's my trainer, Brandon Adams, who's fought Charlo. He's been in there. He trained with Pacquiao. He knows what he's talking about. He's going with Bud Crawford. Now his trainer, mid work specialist Coach Cam, has a different take on who's going to win this fight. Let's check it out. First time in like 8 years, undisputed, welterweight championship, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. Who you got and why?
I am a big fan of Errol Spence. I think that they'll go all 12 rounds, but I think that Spence will take the whole fight. I think technically he's better than Crawford. I also feel like he knows how to fight at this weight, and I also believe that, you know, all that switching that Crawford does is not going to do nothing to Spence. Spence is going to be able to execute, and he'll have Crawford figured out by the 6th round.
How's the end? Decision, knockout?
No, decision. Ain't no way that's a knockout. I'll give Crawford that. Ain't no way that's a knockout, but that's decision for sure.
All right, Coach. Thank you. All right, so Coach Cam has spoken. She likes Errol Spence. He's a bigger fighter. She said he's technically a better skilled fighter. I think Bud Crawford is a more skilled technical fighter. It's going to be the fight of the year, like Rudy said. Fight of the year. Where you watching the fight? Sam said, rolling with Spence, the Jamaican Nightmare. What is Fredo McFly talking about? Shark Week? Big Fish? Strap season? Errol? The Truth? Big Fish? Going fishing? Spence. He had the best interviews. I'll give him that. The build up, Errol Spence has been entertaining. He sold this fight. I didn't think he wanted to fight Bud Crawford. We didn't think this fight was going to happen. Fredo said he got Spence. We split on AC Sports Live. I got Bud Crawford. Brandon Adams got Bud Crawford. Sam's going with Spence. Fredo's going with Spence. I wouldn't mind Spence winning, but we're going to have to see a different style. Like, I don't think he can just stand there in front of Bud and wail away at his body. I think Spence has to pull something out of his bag to get inside. Sam says Spence is fundamentally sound, and I think Crawford won't have it in him to go the distance. That's going to be interesting. The Queen Elaine in the house. Appreciate you from coming through. Cherie agrees with Coach Cam. Preach, good sis. And she's a tough coach. So when Brandon's not training us, she trains us. She's his trainer with mitts and all that good stuff. And one of their other trainers is the manager from $1 Million Baby. And I saw him come through the gym. I got a picture with him. That's his name is Dub. I have a picture with Dub. Let's see if I can pull it up, if I can find it. Where's Dub? You might have recognized him. I don't usually flick up with people too often, but sometimes when you see the greats, you give them their shout out, give them their dap. The legendary Coach Dub at Cannon Nation Boxing in Santa Fe Springs. It's all good down there, man. You should join the gym if you got a chance. Come down there. Got beginners classes for your boy. Even though your boy been in the ring getting beat up. Don't tell my wife. Key in the house. Who you got in the fight, Key? I know you had a family reunion or something. Fredo says it's going to be a crab, a crawfish boil. It's going to be a wrap. Oh, man. It's a great gym. It's brand new. It doesn't smell like Apollo Creed's gym just yet. My wife said it stinks. She went once and she said, I'm good. It smells like a gym. But it didn't smell bad to me. It doesn't smell like armpits yet. It smells like, a little bit of sweat, a little bit, of hard work. He got Spence. Oh boy. I think it's like 4-2, or is it 6-4 Spence over Crawford. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. I can't wait. Get my Bart Scott meme ready. Can't wait. Shout out to All In CDO Training. This segment was brought to us by All In CDO Training. Take a look at their commercial.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, the director of All In CDL Training. Here in All In CDL Training, our main goal is for you to obtain your Class A driver's license. We offer online courses as well as in-person courses here in our location in Long Beach. If you require more information, please visit us at www.allincdltraining.com.
All right, All In CDO Training, in person and online. Hook it up. It's a new career. And again, we got scholarships. And that's always a plus where you don't have to pay. Hop on that. If you can drive, hop on that. And they said, I hope it's a draw. You hope it's a draw? For real, for real? Come on, Nate. That's like kissing your cousin. We don't want no draw. Friendly reminder. This Sunday, the Long Beach Poly Basketball reunion is popping off. That's right. Here's a better graphic that I can actually see. July 30th, 5 to 9 p.m. at El Dorado Park in Long Beach. $40 donation. Dinner from Naples Rib Company. Finger looking good. Silent auction. Is my number 44 going to be on sale? I wore 31 on varsity though. All varsity team members are invited, and I'm sure they're not going to turn away anybody that wants to attend. So all varsity players, coaches and players of Long Beach Poly throughout the years, you're invited to a 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. reunion. Get it in. They got a website, I believe, www.reunitelongbeachpolybasketball.com. All right. So our next segment, as we roll through our program tonight, write down this name. If you're not a soccer fan and you're a casual soccer fan, I believe I'm a casual soccer fan, and I was a big Messi fan. I kind of knew about this guy, but my buddy Tim Hood says, no, you need to look this dude up and watch him play. Kylian Mbappe is about to get paid $1.1 billion. $375 million for the buyout, $700 million for the year. Now, just think about it. Look into perspective as we get ready to talk about running backs not getting paid and Jaylen Brown getting paid in the NBA. Kylian Mbappe is about to get broke off. Is this for a 15-year deal? No, it's 1 year. The offer is for 1 year. The transfer fee is $332 million. His salary will be $776 million for 1 season. Think about it. I saw another graphic LeBron James' career earnings is 531 million over his 20-year career. Kylian Mbappe is about to make that in 1 year. So LeBron has worked 20 years. And while I got a chance, shout out to LeBron, the James family as we continue to pray for Bronny. I understand he had a heart attack at practice, collapsed at practice, and they called it a cardiac arrest. I pray that it was just a little scare from some type of energy drink or whatever it might be. Because you think about, how does an 18-year-old kid who passed a physical have a heart attack? And my immediate thought process is energy drinks. I was supposed to drink a Celsius just to try one, and I heard it has triple the amount of caffeine as a Starbucks coffee. And then you have performance enhancing products that are on the market that are legal, that kids sometimes take to get a boost, to get some energy. And that's kind of on the safe side. It's a performance enhancing thing that caused this heart attack for Bronny. I hope it's something they can diagnose quickly, recognize quickly, whatever that substance was. Because I know for a fact, as a parent, this is career ending. If my son has a heart attack on the field, we have to think about quality of life. And we can't forget about what happened to Hank Gathers and Reggie Lewis. It's a game. And Bronny is set for life. LeBron has made generational wealth for his family. They don't have to play basketball unless they absolutely love it. And let's be real about it. Does Bronny love basketball? I think Bryce does. Bryce is out there going for it. Bronny was so laid back and cool about it. I think they can make a decision based on what's best for his health and not have to push the envelope and push him back out there. So prayers to the James family. I'm praying that Bronny will get back on the court, but at the same time, if it's anything serious, anything more than an energy drink gone bad, he might have to really think about continuing his career. But back to Mbappe. Have you all seen him play? They say the man is fast as Usain Bolt. So I had to take a look because I'm a speed guy. I love speed and appreciate all y'all with the prayers up for Bronny. Prayer works, man. Y'all know I'm a minister at my church and I believe prayer works. Yeshua, he hears my prayers, man. I can't even explain all he's done for me. So I know my prayers is going up and I believe Bronny's going to be just fine. Coach Dante, appreciate you. Fredo, yes, sir. In Yeshua's name, yes, sir. Big Dwight, you were praying, man. We praying for Bronny. He going to be all right. The second USC player to have cardiac arrest. So what are they putting in the energy drinks, the supplement shakes at SC? John says he's fast, but he's not. He's fast, but best player in the world? No. Okay. Okay. Amen. Prayer always works. Sharice said, whew, there the T is. If he's not the best player in the world, what warrants him that kind of bread? Way more than Cristiano Ronaldo, way more than Messi. I have a clip of him running. I don't want that one. I want the one where I could just see him running. And I got all these surveys popping up on my YouTube. Man, I don't want to take no survey. I just want to get to the clip. All right, here we go. Kylian Mbappe. I don't own the rights to this video, but either he's the fastest player I've ever seen, or everybody else is just a little bit slow. The track analysts have said the reason why he's so fast. No, this is not sped up. Some of the video is slowed down. Okay, Cherie is on to something, and it's gonna get me to my next topic about running backs not getting paid. All right. Even though it's not so here in America, where basketball and football and baseball are king, soccer is like 5th on the list, behind like hockey. But worldwide, the market for soccer is exponentially higher than any sport we have here in the States. He is a cheat code. He won the World Cup by himself. 3 goals. So not only is he fast, he plays big in the big games. Cherie says it's not just his play, it's star power and a country that will rally around him, rally national pride in a competitor. A nation. Think about the difference between being the poster boy for a nation as opposed to a team. So transitioning to Saquon Barkley and the New York Giants. Like Cherie says, Mbappe is the guy for a nation, and another nation wants him to come play for them. John Suggs says because he's young at 24 years old, and when he kicks, they are almost unstoppable. He can run 23.6 to halfway of the field. Bolt ran 23.3. I saw the same sports science information. That's not fair. That joker is running so fast. As a combination of both, he's fast and they are slow. But your average soccer player ain't got that kind of turn on the gears. Mbappe got that 5th and 6th gear. Dwight said, man, I got tired watching him run. It's time for some chicken. Big Dwight, I need some chicken after watching this joker. Sam said, football is the biggest sport in the world and the fan base is wild. So 23.6 miles per hour. If you run 17 miles per hour, you moving. So 23.6, that's incredible. Big Cool, McCain, the Eagles, Elite Podcast in the house. Empire Sports Network in the house. Fredo McFly said FIFA is coming to Texas in a couple of years, and the city has been pouring money into local businesses. You see buildings popping up everywhere. As Pitbull said, Mr. Worldwide, soccer is worldwide. And the new face of international soccer with this kind of paycheck is Kylian Mbappe. You get about 7 miles per hour from me, and I'm good. 7 miles per hour, I'm gonna bust a hamstring. BT said that sports science info is misleading. It is. It really is. But I think it's pretty cool when they still put it in lay terms. When they put it like bat speed and hitting power and all that other good jazz. It's still pretty cool watching them break stuff down. It's just entertainment. Getting back to the end all be all of sports. It's entertainment. And I'm going to buy an Mbappe jersey because now I see the light. He's the best thing to soccer to me since Pele, who says soccer is the fastest growing sport for consumption in the U.S. So believe in me, if he's 24 years old, in 10 years, he'll be in the States and we'll give him an astronomical amount of money. Unlike the Saquon Barkley deal. Now, Saquon was there at the running back summit. And the running back summit, running backs got together, had a little powwow, talked about the situation, and I imagine they talked about sitting out as a collective. Nick Chubb said right now, there's really nothing we can do. We're the only position that our production hurts us the most. It hurts us at the end of the day. A guy like Nick Chubb, Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs. We saw it going back to Todd Gurley, going way back to Sean Alexander, going way back to Herschel Walker. The Cowboys gave up Herschel Walker. The running back position is at a bad spot. If you're a dad coaching football and your son's a running back, I would suggest you teach him how to run routes. I would suggest you teach him how to tackle, because linebackers and DBs get paid more than running backs these days. Quarterbacks will forever get paid. Wide receivers are now more valuable than running backs. Now, if you are the marquee, you're Derrick Henry, you sell tickets, that's different. But even he will have a hard time getting a max deal. If Saquon Barkley, who is the top 5 face of running backs, you got CMC, Saquon Barkley, Austin Eckler, a few guys who are faces, even Zeke Elliott. You can't find a team to take Zeke Elliott right now. It's not the time and place to be a running back right now. He took $11 million on a 1-year deal. Did Saquon sell out the rest of the running back fraternity? Was that the agreement? Or did he come to the revelation that I got to get this $11 million and not waste my training camp getting in shape? Because running backs don't do too well when they sit out preseason. You got to get those pads popped. You got to get some contact, at least in practice, if not preseason games. But at least in practice, get the pad pop going, run around a little bit, get your timing down with the quarterback in the line. You can't really be choosy. What's y'all take on it? BT said he gonna get him a jersey too. I'm gonna get me a jersey for sure. Mbappe, number 10. Remember this? Not for long. The NFL equals not for long. All competitive teams need a balanced attack, and running backs are undervalued because you can get 4 yards with an undrafted free agent. The days of a running back going to the crib with as fast as our DBs are today, as fast as linebackers are today. Will we ever see a running back go for 80 again? Eric Dickerson, Marshall Faulk? Elaine said Josh Jacobs might sit out his season. Must be nice because you still got bills to pay. Saquon gambled on himself. Now, I wonder, are other running backs upset with Saquon because he crossed the picket line? Again, if you're going to protest, make the protest very clear so nobody's misunderstood and gets the wrong idea. But Saquon said, I don't like the idea of sitting out. I want my team. He's more of a team guy. He wants the team to know he's all in. He bought in. If you're Saquon Barkley, you take the $11 million? Or do you stand in solidarity with your fellow running back fraternity and hold out? Because now he runs the risk of being franchised again next year. And the running back window is very small in comparison to others' positions. So I hope you are right, Saquon, about you and your situation. Sweet brother Noomsy, Mike Staff in the house. The Time Is Now podcast is live and on all your podcast networks. Elaine said tight ends are replacing RBs. Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Mark Andrews, Dallas Goedert. Tight ends gonna get paid more than running backs. If Saquon only got 11, and I don't want to say they're not needed. I'm on CPT, bro. Am I late? How late? 1 milli more. That's it. If you have a kid that's a running back at a young age, transition to get into play tight end. They usually start at 10 milli and go up. That's not bad advice, man. Y'all see what my son play? Edge rusher, outside backer, get the quarterback. And if he goes to offense, he's a tight end. Saquon didn't want to waste time. Get this out here. And he made a strategic move that was best for him. Again, it's a business decision. It's your business. It's your franchise. You make the decision. Yeah, we will see it again. Might be this season. Who going to the crib? Who going to the crib? Who going to the house? Well, Barkley won't be a Giants after this year because they're going to try to franchise tag him after this year. He betting on himself, man. And as a running back who gets hit every single time he touched the ball, Saquon was in that group chat and was like, yeah, I'm good. Give me another milli and I'll sign. Because he was at 10 in game 11. $13.37 there. $12.37 where y'all at? I'm on the West Coast, man. I don't think tight ends are replacing running backs. I feel like they're using running backs like wide receivers and found ways to devalue them. Yeah, when Rams coach, that CPT was for Mike. Oh, he was late. Oh, okay. CPT con. North Carolina. Oh, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me nice and late. All right, so Mbappe about to get paid. Saquon is kind of getting paid. Jaylen Brown got paid. Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics, $306 million. Shout out to Jaylen Brown. Moving on. While I still have time. Coach's Corner. All right, so character matters is my topic. Character matters. I saw something on my feed. You guys remember Malik Henry? Malik Henry was on Last Chance U. He was a big-time quarterback out of high school. And he was on, I believe, Instagram or somewhere. I know, Suri, I know. The Celtics. I don't know how a sister from Long Beach, who's a New Orleans Saints fan, is also a Boston Celtics fan. Explain that to me. All right, so Malik Henry. That ain't it. Is it gonna come up for me? Okay, take a look at this.
Extra motivation that I know I'm not there right now, but I can play at the highest level.
Yeah, it pisses me off every day. No disrespect to Jay Hurts. We're good. We're cool people. I think he's a great quarterback. His growth over the years has been tremendous. I mean, seeing him go from what he was at Alabama to what he is now, it's tremendous in how he's improved. As far as a passer and just commanding an offense and being a general out there on the field, Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback. I don't want to take anything away from him, but I know I can play at a high level. I know I've always played at a high level. Anybody who's ever played with me, played against me, they know if I'm on the field, we're going to win this game or we're going to have a good chance of it. I think that's kind of the thing.
You see guys like, for example, Jalen Hurts. When you see somebody who's literally in your class, who you were ranked clearly above, does that kind of just bring a little added?
The situation is coming out of high school, Jalen Hurts and Malik Henry were equals, and Malik Henry was rated higher than Jalen Hurts. Malik Henry actually went to my alma mater, Long Beach Poly, after transferring from, I believe, Oaks Christian. Or was it Harvard Westlake? It was some bourgeois team up in the valley, and he came back to the roots where the Bros was playing down here in Long Beach, and try to get on with Antonio Pierce and the Long Beach Poly Jackrabbits. This is when we had TJ Hushmanzada was our receiver coach, and we had LeVar Arrington was our linebacker coach. We had a star-studded staff. So Malik Henry, being the star that he was, transferred in, played a few games. Goes to Florida State, bounces back, Last Chance U. Character matters, man. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care how strong an arm you have. You guys watch Last Chance U? The kid couldn't get out of his own way. I mean, he was a diva, if there was a such thing. Great arm, can actually play the game. But do you need that type of personality in your locker room? If I'm a coach, if I'm a scout, I was hoping somebody would check him and let him know that we appreciate your drive and your need to win, or how much you want to win. But just look at the contrast of who you're comparing yourself with. Jalen Hurts. What is Jalen Hurts known for? His character, his leadership, his poise. What's Malik Henry known for? His arm strength, his IQ on the football field, his attitude, his diva tendencies, uncoachability, disrespectful to coaches, staffs, fellow players. He's fake tough, as you saw Last Chance U. I'm not going to tear the young man down. I still think he has a bright future. But his character is why Jalen Hurts was in the Super Bowl last year, and he was at Georgia Southern after 4 different colleges, or 3 different colleges. Your talent can only take you so far. Jeff George. What was that one quarterback that played for Jay Cutler? On top of character is personality. Are you a likable guy? Do your teammates like you? Part of Jalen Hurts is his success is his teammates ride for him. They want to play with him. They know his character is out of this world. And I preach that to my kids. So Coach's Corner, we can instill character in our young men that play this sport, basketball, baseball, soccer, whatever it may be. Character matters, man. Stats are great. Being a prototypical size is great. Having world-class speed is great. But if you're not a good dude, solid dude, somebody that we know is reliable and not going to give me a ton of backlash and lip, sucking his teeth or rolling his eyes, walking off the field, throwing his helmet. I'm not saying not to be passionate, but I'm warning the young people. It matters, man. I don't want to be around no cancer. I want good people around me. I'm actually going to be on the Rubio Method tomorrow. The Rubio Method is a show. I believe I have a graphic hosted by my teammate from college and long snapping guru, Chris Rubio. The Rubio Method, I'll be on there tomorrow. And one of the questions that Rubes asked me was, how do I keep such a positive attitude? Or how do I keep a positive outlook when it comes to sports and life and fatherhood and being a good husband and a man of faith? Check that out on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube tomorrow. The episode drops on NGBN TV. It's about surrounding yourself with like-minded people and cutting off people who are not. And only allowing those people back in your circle when they're ready to come to your level of positivity. I mean, there's a lot of people I have on my Facebook or my Instagram or whatever. I'm trying to get into TikTok because I'm trying to, rebrand. But I really don't get down with dudes who complain or have negative things to say all the time. It's a character flaw. Guys who take a lot of selfies, character flaw. It's fine for the young ladies, my wife and my daughter. They enjoy it. That's fine. But when I'm talking about young men who play sports, your character says a whole lot. Now, there was also, let me see if anybody's jumping on here on this topic. Character starts at home. Teammate Jabari Brent, it does. You can't have your kid out there acting crazy. That's a reflection on you. What kids learn comes from you. They can see stuff on Instagram. They can see stuff on YouTube, but they know that you ain't playing that. Malik Henry played at Georgia Southern. Mac in the house. Stat Mac, 1585 show, and the Sucker Punch podcast. Sam says character is being coachable, and it is key. Suck said, Malik Henry didn't last long with the Colts. And if you can't last there has to be more to it. So right now, Malik Henry is playing for the Frisco Fighters of the Indoor Football League. That has to be humbling. When you're a 5-star quarterback, rated ahead of Jalen Hurts. Hurts is in the Super Bowl, and you're in the Indoor Football League. Elaine says Hurts is humble. It's a fine line between humble and confident, coachable, and knowledgeable. Like you know everything, but you have to be able to hear from the coach, because sometimes you don't know. We are from an era of being checked by coaches, and we've gotten away from that. Facts. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure where y'all from, but we had coaches where you had to say, yes, sir. That was the response to coaching. Yes, sir. Why didn't you do this? My bad, coach. It won't happen again. We do come from a different era. Max said, I guess you're talking about, y'all going back to the Jaylen Brown topic? Okay, go for that. Cool McCain agrees. Y'all talking about JB? I might, if I got time, we'll come back to it. Far and wide, let's go. Yes, sir. Let's see. Y'all talking about basketball? Okay, here we go. Malik Henry played. No, that's Malik Willis. Get your Malik's right, Michael Stafford. We don't all look the same. Shout out to Netflix and their clone Tyrone. The movie is deep. I'm wondering if we are being controlled. I wonder if some of the guys we've seen in car accidents and near-death experiences have been cloned. Max said, character can be challenged, though by the powers that be. You have to teach with character how to not fall for the pitfalls that management can create to test your character. Well, let's talk about the Northwestern hazing situation. I think your character will speak for itself, even in a hazing situation. If you're not aware, the Northwestern football team is under investigation. I believe 15 players from a few years back, 2017 or so, are suing the university for abuse, being made to do activities that they did not feel comfortable doing. For instance, naked pull-ups, lap dances, things of that nature. My character, and Mac can attest to this, because I can attest to his character. We ain't do no funny style stuff. There was some funny style activity going on, but our character let the team know that we wasn't with that. Now, there is hazing on every single team in America to some degree, whether you singing, dancing, bringing donuts, carrying bags, whatever it might be. Naked pull-ups? Where's your character? I don't do that. I don't care what kind of vet, but we just be fighting. We had to just be fighting. Not saying these guys willingly participated. They might have felt stressed and had to do it. And if there was a transfer portal, they would have jumped in it. I don't think my character will allow me to be subjected to such activities. Max said coaches can't really check kids nowadays because the first thing a parent will do is move man and put him on a program where the coach kisses his hind parts. Well, it goes back to the coach's character. The coach has to be willing to lose players if he wants to instill. Malik Henry can go play for somebody else. Malik Henry came to Long Beach Poly thinking it was going to be all rosy. And he had to sit that bench. Got taught real quick. Running back talk sucks. Dalvin Cook, I have no idea. How much money he's talking about? Yeah, my bad. I'm wrong, Malik. They clone Tyrone was a trip. I'm going to have to watch it again. Wait on the wife to watch Tyrone with you. I'd say go ahead and watch it, bro. She ain't gonna watch it. I'll be trying to do that, and the movie will be 3 weeks old. Modern day B movie. Clones. Max said, I don't do hazing. That is always weak to me. We didn't haze Mac. We couldn't haze him. He was too strong character-wise. The claims out of Northwestern are wild. They not just claims. That stuff happened. But those attorneys are going to say you willingly did some of that stuff. So it's going to be interesting. I hope justice is served, but I think just like the kids at Modern Day, when they do fists, the walk-on kids or the kids who aren't necessarily ballers, they may be spirit pack kids trying to earn their spot on Modern Day's roster, and they got to fight against a 5-star cock diesel 300-pound bench presser fighting against a lowly walk-on spirit pack kid. Beats his brains out, and the parents are suing, and now they're saying, well, he participated. He felt forced. He felt he had to. Some of the other kids like, I'm not doing that. It's as simple as that. I don't get down like that. So character matters, man. Now the other question was 7-on-7. Is 7-on-7, is there any benefit to playing 7-on-7? And I was like, absolutely. There is a benefit to playing 7-on-7. However, there is a benefit to running track. So it's in our sports and limited high school football and college football group. How does 7-on-7 really help your son's football career? And all I can speak from is my experience. My son never played football before. 7-on-7 gave him timing, live action versus a defense as he's playing receiver and tight end. And he got some timing with the quarterback. Now, it didn't help him with pass rush because there's no edge rushing in 7-on-7. But if you're a receiver and a quarterback, it's very, very helpful. If you're a defensive back, it's helpful because you get to play against live receivers. So yes, there is some benefits to both. I'm still a track guy. I think track is way more needed and helpful for kids who are on the cusp of running a time that's respectable. If you're a 4.7 kid that plays skill, I would suggest you run track. You must run a 4.5, or there will be no scholarship for you. You must be a fast kid, or there will be no scholarship for you unless you burn up the world with your ability and you got stats like 1,000 touchdowns or something crazy. Shout out to Al Bundy and the Polk High. The 4 touchdowns in one game. Cool McCain caught that. Polk High, baby, number 33. Al Bundy, one of the best to ever do it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so my 2 cents. We already covered Saquon, Northwestern hazing situation. Magic Johnson is a part owner of the Washington Commanders, and they will change the name of the team next year to the Washington Magic. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know what they're going to do. But Magic Johnson becomes part owner of the Washington Commanders. He says he has a lot of ties to the DMV area, and he looks forward to being part owner. Does this change everything for the Washington football team? As far as their historic position with Daniel Snyder as their owner, the situation with the cheerleaders and things of that nature. Will Riverboat Ron be the head coach after this season? I don't know, but congratulations to Magic Johnson. He said Al Bundy or Uncle Rico. I'm going to say Al Bundy. Al Bundy got game film, 4 tubs. He actually ran over Bubba Smith. So Al Bundy was actually game tested. I don't think Rico got in the game. Rico said if the coach would have put me in. So he was all talk. And his video was trash. So give me Al Bundy all day. They need to change the name of the team ASAP. There's so many different names. We had a whole show dedicated to what the Washington Commanders could have been called. They ignored all our requests. The Washington Generals should be their name. Period. Take the USFL team's name, call it a day. Buy it out. Period. The same as the prep. The Washington Generals. Shameless plug there, Mac. What are the Magic's ties to that area? He said he has a ton of businesses, and growing up in Michigan or wherever he was specifically from, he said he frequented that area a lot. Here's an article on it. But Magic Johnson will do anything to sell a ticket. So now he all of a sudden is a Washington Commanders longtime fan, with Doug Williams being the quarterback back in the day during the Super Bowl days. And he's like, I've always been a fan of the Washington Redskins. You know, you say the right things. Magic Johnson knows how to play the game. He's a businessman. Magic sounds better than the Commanders. Washington Magic. I mean, the Orlando Magic don't have a trademark for football. Magic ties to the DMV has to do with some of the women he messed with. That's terrible, Mac. It's probably true. I bet he frequent Chocolate City a lot. There's a picture of Magic Johnson with the cheerleaders, and I said, that's not a good look. It's too soon. It's too soon, Madge. Stay off the cheerleaders, bro. Don't give Cookie a headache. Florida, FAMU football team is suspended all football operations due to a rap video by, I believe, Boston Richie in the locker room. So Coach Willie Simmons has suspended play until they get some act right, some answers. I think he's just mad he wasn't included. I don't think it had anything really to do with the prestige of the school. It's a rap video, and they shot it in the locker room. They shot it with players from the team, and explicit lyrics, bad messaging. I appreciate you, Big Sam. Next time, bro. And as Coach says, it's not consistent with what the school stands for, and I get it. They have a reputation to uphold. It's a university, not a strip club or whatever you want to say about it. But they suspended play, practice, and everything until they get closer and closer. I don't think this 1 week or so is going to be the end all be all for the FAMU Rattlers. They still got 3 to 4 weeks before their first game. They'll get back on the field, but I think it's just a matter of, we just need to know, because Oregon did the same thing. Oregon had a video shot at their facility. It wasn't a rap video, it was I guess a rock video. But if you get permission, let the school know what you're doing, I don't have a problem with it. But you gotta let people know. You just can't do things. Where's your character? That's the topic of the night. That's the topic of the night. How'd they get in the locker room? There are players on the video. So some of the players have after-hour keys, or they slipped the custodian a 20 and got in the back door. They had the lights on. They had access to helmets. Link said they're wilding. It was a rap video. There is actually a few videos at Oregon. A few rap videos at Oregon. And Oregon probably had non-disclosure agreement signed and kids got permission. That's the whole thing. They just didn't have permission, I think. And him suspending. When you self-police, it just looks better. We're going to suspend football and then we can get back to football. I don't think they broke any laws. Again, there are players. It ain't like Boston Richie broke in and did a video without anybody knowing. I did not know, I was not paying attention, that The Rock, I bet sweet brother Noomsy knew this. I didn't know this. This Booker T video
I'm really curious to know who had the
caught my eye. I should call this segment my feed.
I was the one who came up with the bookend. The Rock stole it, just like The Rock stole a bunch of my catchphrases. Yeah. I'm serious. He really did.
What other catchphrases did he steal?
You know what? I'm not going to go there. That's like those untold stories, unwritten rules, stuff like that. Locker room stuff. If you smell what I'm cooking.
Oh, no. No. That was it? That's the one?
Hey, I'm just saying. I don't want to start nothing. You didn't hear me say anything. If you smell what the book is cooking.
I'm really curious to know who had the bookend / rock bottom first.
That Booker T said, do you smell? Big Lux knew. How did I forget that? How did I forget that Booker T used to say? Did it not stick? Did he stop saying it? Or when he dropped the N-word, did he lose all his rights to catchphrases? Because now The Rock totally owns that. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. So he took the rock bottom from Booker T and he took his catchphrase. The bookend came before the rock bottom. So The Rock's success, it's like biting lyrics, like Jay-Z paying homage to Tupac 12 times. At some point, homage becomes biting. All right, man. Tender Love Report, real quick. I saw something on the, I believe it was preseason. I should have put Booker T in the Tender Love section. Tender Love My Nuts. That's what I call this video. All right, I think I need to strike up the video. All right, so if you can feel a video, this right here, my stomach hurts right now. I don't know about you, bros. Forgive me, Sherry and Elaine, any of our female viewers out there. I can't watch it no more. That right there is wrong on a few different levels. He could have fell with his legs apart. You don't fall on my man's jewels like that. That hurt my heart. That hurt my soul. And lastly, on my Tender Love Report, I got Uncle Shay Shay out here dancing like Jean-Claude Van Damme. He need to get a job quick, because this ain't it. He got too many muscles and he counting. He looked like Anthony Davis boxing. Shannon Sharp out here looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Conan. Oh man, Uncle Shay Shay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5. I want my restitution. I need my restitution. Get him off, you Unc. It's not the muscles, it's the tight clothes. It's both. He's serious about it though. Hey, he's enjoying his life. Shout out to Uncle Shay Shay. Getting it in. All right. My last segment, where I get out of here and go find some grub. Sports flicks. I'm starting to watch Netflix program QB, quarterbacks. Produced by Peyton Manning, starring Patrick Mahomes, Marcus Mariota, and you like that, Kirk Cousins. I was talking to my man Ray Domingo. This is the most boring trio they could have picked. But the show picks up episode 3 or so. They start talking about the mental aspect of playing quarterback. I am now intrigued. I am now into it. I like it now. The first episode was so boring. They are the worst as far as entertainment value. These are the worst 3 quarterbacks they could have chosen. They could have picked Jalen Hurts. They could have picked Lamar Jackson. And then you could have kept Patrick Mahomes there. He's, one of the best in the game. But as solid as Marcus Mariota is. I mean, his house is quiet. They don't do anything extracurricular. His wife is watching film with him. At least Patrick Mahomes gets into arguments with his wife. They fussing a little bit. He out there playing with the dog, getting it in. Cousins is boring too. His wife picks his clothes out for him. But when they start talking about football, getting through the season, then the show picks up. So I'm going to watch an episode tonight. Pretty good program, but starts out real slow. He said he hung with Skip too long. That's why he can't dance. I believe you. Mike said quarterbacks is good. You said good with 3 O's. It means it's going to get good. I just started liking it after that one episode. After watching the quarterback flick, man, makes you kind of like Kirk Cousins more. I'm going to have to keep watching because I don't like Kirk Cousins all that much. He's still boring and I don't say he's a phony. You like that? That's the funniest part to me. I don't even like Kirk Cousins and I still enjoy it. You don't even like it. You don't even like it. They could have chose Russell Wilson just so we can see Sierra. There you go. Now we're talking. That's fun. She probably got music videos and appearances. Max said, I've been watching the Women's World Cup. I got to get on that. Mac, we were talking about Kylian Mbappe earlier. He said he's worth every penny because he's worldwide. And he's the draw. Worldwide, he's a nation puller. He's pulling the nation. He said Kirk Cousins is vanilla, beyond bad, boring, got money, but you can't buy chapstick. They still shop at Target. She dresses him like Mr. Rogers. Man, Women's Cup has been excellent. Shout out to DEM Clothing. Here's my sunspot.
Dominate every matchup, period. This should be the mindset of every competitor in both team and individual sports and in life. Each day we wake up, regardless of the task, regardless of what we're facing, we gotta decide whether we're gonna dominate or be dominated, period. There is no in between. We believe whoever wears our gear embodies that DEM mindset. Dominate every matchup, period. The question is, which side will you be on?
Shout out to my man Mike Moody and Mood Swing Apparel for taking care of my boy, his first NIL deal with DEM Apparel. It's a beautiful thing. Dominate every matchup. Yeah, that's him speaking. So I'm going to pitch it to him that every athlete we rock with, we use their likeness in its entirety. I think it adds a personal feel to it. But that's just, rough draft. Once again, show is brought to us by All In CDL Training. If you would like a career change, hit us up. www.allincdltraining01@gmail.com. www.allincdltraining.com. Phone number 909-708-4861. Monday through Thursday, 10 to 2 p.m. We're at the office. We have scholarships available. So if money's an issue, holler at us. We can work something out. Once again, tomorrow I will be on NGBN TV as a guest on the Rubio Method with my good buddy Chris Rubio. So make sure you check that out. I will also, pretty confident, be taking my show to the NGBN TV network as well. So I look forward to that. Making money will be good because I love doing this. If I can do it for money, why not? Once again, shout out to Long Beach Poly Basketball. The reunion is this week, Sunday. Where'd my flyer go? Did I lose it? There you go. July 30th, 5 p.m., 9 p.m. at El Dorado Park. Shout out to Coach Errol Parker, Coach Ron Palmer. All Long Beach Poly basketball alumni are invited. It's a fundraiser. $40 donation. See you there. Also, let me see, anything else? We have an event at my church for our young adults. Your ages 19 to 30, 35 maybe. We have a program called Expressions of Praise from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at 3960 East Gilman Street. So if you're looking for a young adult group to be involved with, I believe I have a flyer. Why not? Shout out to my young adult group. The group is called Engage, and they present the Expressions of Praise, open mic night, praise, worship, poetry, and more. You ain't got much going on? Come on through. Christian Community Center, 3CLA, Long Beach. Love to see you there. Anyone's invited. I think that is everything, man. I want to say that is everything. Shout out to Coach Brandon Adams and Coach Cam of Cannon Nation Boxing for giving me their predictions. Coach Cam said Spence. Coach Brandon Adams said Crawford. I'm going Crawford. Decision. Too crafty, too slick. I like Spence, but he's more standing in the pocket. I think Crawford's gonna move around a little bit. And Brandon Adams told me a little secret. Who he actually knows Spence. He does not have any teeth, he said, which means that mouthpiece is gonna be loose, which means anything is possible. It's possible. All right, man, that's my show. Mike said, am I going to Tony's this Saturday for the fight? Shoot me a text, man. Let me know the information. If I can make it, I'll be there. If not, you know where I'm at. With the fam, we might watch it. I don't know if I'm going up to San Jose and watching Alexander practice or whatever it might be. Max said, Spence, 11th round TKO. Wow. Well, Bud has not gone that deep versus talent. Very possible. And that's why we watched the fight. That is why we watched the fight. All right. I think I got everything covered. Oh, last but not least, I got to get on these New York Jet uniforms. Somebody said, you like the New York Jet uniforms? I was like, something ain't right. They kind of remind me of and on that note, I'ma holla at y'all. The best of times, classic sports movie, the New York Jets, 2023, 2024. They're gonna be looking like the Rockets of the best of times movie. I'm AC, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with your boy. May Yahweh continue to bless you richly. Yeshua is love, and I'll holla at y'all next week. Peace out.